What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I've been testing a ton of the new Greek god Hercules, and today I'm going to help you decide, is he worth buying, and cover everything you need to know about the card. Is he the hero we've been waiting on for the move archetype, or a complete zero? Let's jump in. Hercules is a 4-cost, 6-power card with the ability, the first time another card moves to his location, you're going to move it to another location. Now, this location can be the same of its original position and works both for you offensively and defensively against your opponent. Now, as you guys know, 4/6, it's a pretty decent stat line, but typically we need some type of ability to be sexy, to have him stand out from the rest of the 4-cost cards, and especially make it into a movement deck. Does Hercules bring enough to the table? And as always, guys, we're going to start off with the competitive rating. And for here, I got him about 2 stars. Now, first of all, it's not his fault, but he's in an archetype that's kind of already struggling. But within that archetype, there's kind of too much RNG with the random movement. He can bring some pretty big power moves with things like Vulture when he does work right. But overall, he's just a little bit too clunky for his own good. Now, we move on to the fun category, and this is actually where I have him as a decent rating, like a 3.5 star. Anytime you can get big, powerful cards like Vulture, Human Torch, albeit it is random where they go, but you can really get some cool move power and new mechanics to confuse your opponent. And for that, I do give him a good rating here for fun, because I did find him maybe not as fun as what Phoenix Force brought to move, but a new addition. Now, unfortunately, the news doesn't get any better as we head to Flexible. I'm going to give him about a 1.5 star here. Unfortunately, again, move is really where the card is played, and that archetype isn't played all that much either way. The cards he synergizes with, which we're going to get to, are great, and there are some interesting value decks, but outside of that, you're not going to really see him all that much. And then lastly, we've got the adjustment category. I'm going to give him a 4-star here, and this category is based on, do I think Hercules would be nerfed or buffed in the future? And I can definitely see a buff coming to him. I don't know if they're going to buff him immediately. Spider-Man 2099 still is remaining pretty much untouched. But I can see a cost reduction like we've seen with a lot of movement cards, and Ghost Spider and Doctor Strange could come to Hercules as well. Now let's go ahead and put a bow on this section with the pros and cons, right? Obviously, he's not the best card in the world. If you're a movement fan, then you'll enjoy him. He does, again, add some strategicness to the movement archetype and can get some pretty respectable power plays if things go right. Now, he does have the capability to be played defensively, like in a storm lane, but even then, your opponent could move there, and then it takes away a strategic move that you're trying to pull off, so it can feel a bit clunky. Now, as far as the cons, there's obviously a good amount of them. I kind of stated it earlier, but Ghost Spider, same problem here. It just costs too much for the ability that he provides. If they make it not a first-time effect, if they make it not a random location, great. I think he's going to be a lot better. I don't really care about the power that he has with his card. The cards that are moving in there are the ones getting the power. So ultimately, bring his power down and bring his cost down. And I think you actually have a decent card. But that's not the worst of his problems. You also have to draw him. You have to draw a movement enable card and one that wants the power. Now, speaking of which, let's go and talk about Hercules MVP, starting out with his move power MVPs. And I think Vulture is probably the best card with him alongside of a couple others. He can be used in value decks. Vulture can get freaking damn high in his overall power. I do like Kraven too. Kraven being played on his lane is good because you can continue to keep that lane empty while also moving cards into it. But then also having Kraven in another lane can be interesting. You can't have, let's say, Silk all the time. Can feel a bit clunky and kind of contradict Hercules' power, messing up some strategic play. But Dagger and Human Torch, both these low-cost move for power cards, are getting better and better with each new move card, and Hercules is no different. Dagger played towards the end of the game where opponents have a lot of cards being played down, especially opposed to the release of Marvel Snap. Decks tend to have more cards on the board anyway. Dagger could get to some pretty damn respectable numbers for only 2 costs, as well as Human Torch for the first time with Kyera doesn't have to have Phoenix Force to be a pretty damn good card. Obviously, the advantage that move has is you can play all these down and do one big move, and we'll talk about that with his supporting cards. Now, lastly, Phoenix Force, I think, can do well on its own as a deck. This doesn't add anything crazy to it, but I do think it's nice to have it as an additional option, maybe if you don't draw the right combos. Now let's talk about his supports, right? These are things that aid Hercules in doing his job better. Obviously, Zabu is cool, and you can use that to discount not only Phoenix Force, but also Hercules himself. Not a ton of other forecast movement cards outside of things like Spider 2099. Storm is also interesting. Can kind of hurt you at times, but it's great if you want to go and play more of a control move archetype. Heimdall has always been kind of a clunky card. I don't see them getting his power too much higher because of how much power he can actually excel to, making him broken if they do it wrong. But Heimdall's great here with Hercules. If you time out exactly what you're doing and where you play each card, you can definitely get cards to pretty crazy power, and you can fill up locations to strategically have those cards land in a location that you want. And then lastly, we have the cards that, enable moving. All these are going to be 2 costs and under, which makes them great. All of which can be played within his decks and really should be. Hercules is his own enabler, so it does cut down on the total deck size. But really, you only need a couple of movement cards because you now have an additional way to move for essentially free, not using any cost, and that's obviously what Hercules does best. Now, I did a good amount of testing. I want to show you guys the best decks that you can be playing with Hercules day one to get your feet wet back into the movement archetype. I'm going to showcase them live, but let's first talk about them. Now, as you guys know, nothing transcendent about move decks. There's a lot of core cards that you need to include, but in my testing, Godly Move here was definitely the best performer. Finally, a deck with all pure movement cards, but every other card here serves its purpose. And mainly, guys, you want to be patient with your moves. You want to make sure that you have the right draw to do the right combos. You can stack up power very quickly, and you need to ensure Hercules is on the board if you really want to get high power. So sometimes saving that Iron Fist into Dagger is going to be better later than earlier. Playing Hercules in the left lane typically felt like the best place to play him, sometimes in the middle, sometimes on the right, but I preferred left lane so that I could fill up another lane, and then Vulture and Dagger late game felt the best to get them powered up. Now, I've covered this before. Go check out my Master Move guide that I put out back in like June. It still kind of holds ground. But get used to doing some big combos, right? You want to try to be patient and play something like Iron Fist into Hulkbuster. That Hulkbuster goes on a Human Torch and then moves it. You can do the same with multiple man, right? Just a good way to build up big power. Do that into Hercules, even more crazy. The cards that you should play for power, Vulture is usually the best bet to really get up big, like I've stated before. If they don't have a Killmonger, I think that Human Torch is a decent option. Definitely place these down, though, in, different locations that you see fit. If you're going to end on a Heimdall play, obviously getting him to even 4 power and getting him +5 kind of adds up over time. Dagger felt like one of the best cards late game to get to insane power. I mean, +6, Hercules moves, and then another +8. You can get her to just stupid, like, blob levels of power if it works out correctly. But I would say Vulture is typically your best bet. And then the other deck I have for you is the Tiny Big Moves. And this is going to be a bounce move deck. We've got enough cheap move cards now with Human Torch, Ghost Spider, and Iron Fist to bounce back to our hand and use efficiently with Werewolf by Night and now Hercules. This deck actually did really good, and I think if you took the time to learn it, maybe plug in a different card here or there, it's got some good bite to it. Let me tell you, Werewolf can get to pretty crazy numbers with all these cheap on reveals, and then you can get kind of discounted big power with Human Torch and Dagger. You have Kyera to protect the Human Torch, which feels really good to play him with safety. And then, of course, if you happen to get Hercules down on a good curve, you just have a lot of big lanes that they have to worry about, with Beast really sealing the deal. The only other card I would add in here is maybe Storm. I like Storm in this deck because you can really get that power you need in the lane. You can work power into that lane. And sometimes, I think it was one game I had Daily Bugle and I borrowed a Storm. Felt really good overall. Again, this deck had a lot of success. I would say it's a bit harder to play than the more linear move style deck in Godly Move. But both of these with Hercules, and you get the right draw, didn't feel too bad. And that's going to be it for the decks, guys. We're going to go and showcase some games. If I don't pull Hercules, I'm going to keep it because I want you guys to still see some of the, movement combos that you can pull off. I'll play a lot of Godly Move, maybe sprinkle in a little bit of the Tiny Move as well, just to show you guys how the card works. Okay, Ice Java Man. We have Cloning Vats, which is always a barrel of fun. The Raft, and we have a Human Torch. Let's get Kraven down and copy him. I don't think we need to copy him all that much. Kind of want to copy the Vulture more. All right, let's get him down, though. Why not? He's got a Kraven, too. This is going to be... You already know this is going to be a stupid round. All right, we got the Herc. Hello. Do we want to copy this vulture? Yeah, we're kind of getting close on damage control. But yeah, let's get vulture over there. Get a copy of him. If he's going to play Herc, I don't need to play Herc. Uh-oh. I think we could just outpace that. So let's go maybe Herc mid here, yeah? If we don't do Herc mid, what do we want to do? I think we say screw this Kingpin and we just override the power that's negative. Okay, let's go. Yo, this is crazy. Iron Fist into Human Torch. Ooh, well, hold on. No. Human Torch into Iron Fist into Hulkbuster. Moves this over, moves it again. I'm a little worried. We can't fill that, though, so I guess that kind of sucks. We could do the same thing, but do Vulture instead. This goes to 7. He moves, he doubles, he gets -2, but it doesn't matter, and then he gets kicked again. Yeah, let's do it. I could get the raft, but I really don't care to get the raft right now. Oh, he doubles second. That's cool to know. I don't think I knew that. I mean, we only get a 20 power torch now.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, don't go. That's fine. It's actually better. Okay, final turn. Ooh, Heimdall. No, that's not going to quite do it. Let's see, guys. Iron Lad to see if we can get the torch. And then Craven. This is all kind of just silly, but I think this is at least really fun. Let's go! Oh, it's so good! Look at that, it goes mid. Doesn't even matter though. Like, go ahead, take the power down, Kingpin. 76. What a mad lad. This is awesome. If that would have kicked it, I suppose, like, yeah, live by Hercules, die by him. If it cooked it left, I guess we could have lost there. But I'll be damned. I'll be damned. It wasn't too bad. Alrighty, guys, so we have Deep Space, Doctor Strange, Hercules, and Heimdall. Good starting hand for sure, especially if we can get, like, Vulture. Oh, man, these locations are starting to get a little rough, guys. Starting to get a little rough. I guess we'll go Human Torch here. Hulkbuster to the torch, potentially. Okay. Like, it stinks because we can't do this, really. Let's get, do we want Limbo? I think that's fine. Let's play Hulkbuster here. I guess we go Herc in Dark Dimension. Okay, we like that because we can actually do something with that lane now. I don't think he's going to have like a Killmonger to kill off his one-drops he's summoning back, so we might be okay there. Obviously, we can get Human Torch cooked up. I think what we do is let's get Hercules here. And we'll start playing off this move. Oh, he did the same thing. So there's going to be 2 movements because there's 2 Hercs, yeah? Okay, interesting. This has value almost no matter what. Oh, see, like, this is all super awkward. I think we scan. We play Iron Fist. I think this is our best move here, especially because we have a turn 7. What happens here? Okay, so just one of ours hit it. His does. Oh, man, that's awkward. Okay. Super weird. All right, I think we go Strange. Moves the Human Torch. Yeah, Strange moves the Human Torch, then Dagger, then Ghost Spider. What the hell is this? All right, here we go. So this should be a huge move here. Beautiful, 28. Also great. Don't need that to go mid exactly, but I guess we can play Heimdall left. Awesome. Look at this. I mean, we could snap here. He's going to leave because we can move any of this stuff to go just haywire crazy. So if we go... Obviously, this guy... into Heimdall. Yeah, we won. Yo, see, there's some crazy cooks you can do. Crazy cooks. Iron Lad, I think, definitely makes the most sense. I want to try 2099 for fun, but I think he definitely makes some sense. All right, who doesn't love a little Subterranean to get us going? What a great way to start off here. Olympius, we're going to draw a couple more. Okay, now we're talking. Let's get Craven left side, guys. We can do Multiple Man into Hulkbuster or into Iron Fist Hulkbuster. That's kind of fun. We got to hope we get... If we get Hercules, actually, we got to... Ooh! Okay, guys, hold the phone. Oh, so if we put this down... This is so awkward, but I think we put this down now. Yeah, okay, so I think we put this down now. Next turn, we put Hercules left side.
Wind, aid my hand.
Little awkward, but we can get into that with Hercules, which is cool. We put him over there, right? Then we do the Iron Fist Hulkbuster combo. We have one less place to work with, so that kind of sucks, but I'm digging what we have power-wise. All right, this is kind of annoying, but that we can work with it. We can work with it. We have Ghost Spider too. Okay, so this is annoying. Iron Fist here, Hulkbuster here. Ghost Spider back to here. See where this one knocks. This sucks that we have to play Iron Fist here, but we have to. And the Ghost Spider's a bit early. We could go Doctor Strange. Like, we could not play this round. There's no reason to play Ghost Spider right now, because we could just play that next turn. I suppose, like, Doctor Strange. Yeah, I think this is the play right here, though. Okay, so check this out. He goes over left. Dude, go right side. Go right. Well, it's only 8, though, so I guess it doesn't matter all too much. And then he stays left. Okay. Whoa, what the heck? Okay. I mean, that's a lot of power. And then the only other thing we can do here, I guess this is kind of cool, is Doctor Strange. One of these multiple mans to here for extra power. And if we didn't have the flooded space, we would have been putting out some massive numbers here. I mean, that's one combo that can work out. He's got things that work. He's just awkward. Like, there's no good time to play him. If he was a 3 cost, he would be so damn good. He would fit the play lines. All right, we got Ghost Spider, Human Torch, and Multiple Man Hercules. So kind of everything we need to get us started. The Raft as well. Okay, we like it. We like it. I think we go Multiple Man on Raft now. We have Nidavellir. I mean, we can fill the Raft so early, but we really don't care to at the moment. I feel like we should be moving these cards around, but we're not going to. We're going to kind of just hang out. That's fine. All right, let's go Hercules here. We're going to let him have the Raft. This is crazy. We're going to let him have the Raft. Get Hercules down. Next turn, we're going to play a bunch of cards, and we finish with Heimdall. Oh my gosh, he didn't try to match us. Okay. Insanity. All right, so let's look at this. Oh, baby. Okay, let's go. Oh, this sucks. I mean, we can kill this Dracula. I can also kill the Magneto. This, though, is just good value, and we get the raft card, right? So if we do this, we get the raft card, and this dagger. The first thing to move is this multiple man. We can kill the Dracula, which I think is really cool. I think we do that, guys. I think we go Spider-Man over to this guy right here. And we kill this Dracula or Jane Foster. I mean, filling the raft would have probably been good, but let's see where this guy ends up, huh? Okay, we killed Jane. That goes back in the mid. Okay, guys. So, all right, check this out, guys. We go Vulture. He'll get more power. He'll go to 8. We pull him over with Doctor Strange. And then we put this Human Torch here. And we pretty much guarantee that we have big power going out. Yo, he's cracked. He's, again, it's like gimmicky almost. Like, you have to overthink so many things. Hope it lands in the right lane. I guess if he would have, Vulture would have gone over here, he would have still won as well. Obviously, the Dracula didn't take the best card. Hey, we're calling it a win, all right? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just awkward. All right, we're going to try this little movers deck here.
This just in.
And see how these guys do. We got all the packages that we need. After you play this, double this card's power. So obviously bouncing this card back is going to be pretty good. We'll play Nico out now. We're trying to play small cards, bounce it back. Go crazy with them. Bar Sinister's pretty nuts. Let's go... Craven right side, actually. Okay. You like that. Yeah, let's just get Werewolf down for now. We have some pretty cool moves coming up here.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay, we have Iron Fist. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go Iron Fist here. Storm here. That'll move that over there. Beast here. And then Ghost Spider here, and it'll put the wolf in the middle. And we have all these guys to go. Yeah. It's a sick move.
Wind, aid my hand.
Dude, this was such a crazy good move. I know we don't have Hercules here, but hey. We're not going to lose the middle location, that's for sure. If we got rid of Werewolf, we would lose it. Let's see what we can do here. We have Vulture for this. Oh, this is crazy. So we play Iron Fist, right? Werewolf moves over. Then we play Vulture, kick him back there. This is so awesome. Okay. That way we have two big built-up lanes, yeah? Yo, what a play. Didn't even use Hercules, but who needs him? Who needs him? Didn't get him here either. We might as well just do this because we can't. Actually, no, this will send We'd have only 10 here. I don't think we do any. I think we just play her. She protects our cheap cards, although we don't really need to. And that's all she wrote. This is a fun one. This is a fun one. I mean, I wish we could have had Hercules there. I think we could do some cool things, but that worked out pretty well. And he is out of there. So too bad we don't have Hercules on that match. But hey, I think it was a cool one to show. We can start cooking pretty early here. We can start building up Fist if we want to go that route. I think for now, we're going to kind of hang on to our cards to see what we can pull. We already have like a lot of the good combos that we need on curve. Oh, dear God. All right. Well, this is the ultimate test, I guess. Can Ego play movement? Legit. Let's find out, because he's already proven to do so. My God. This is like the hardest deck to play for Ego, but let's see if he can do it. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. All right. Dude, Ego's playing cracked right now. What the heck? Can you imagine if he plays like Doctor Strange mid? Or right side. Castle Blackstone. Oh, he did mid. No, that's what I... No. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to get it built up to 18. He already used the Shang-Chi. We got Craven left side. We're digging it. We're digging it. Okay. I mean, dude, he's... Holy crap, what are you doing? All right, he's got the final puzzle piece. He's got the final puzzle piece. If he plays Heimdall, we can get something cooking here. That was a very bad play on him. I wish he would have gotten right even a little bit, but that's okay. That's a new animation. Oh my gosh. 6. Is this going to be enough? We'll have to see, guys. Can he win it for us? Can he get it done? Can Ego do it? Listen, victory. If Ego can play move, you can too. All right, I think that proved everything we need to know. And that will probably never happen again in an Ego game, him being even halfway that smart. So there it is. That is our god Hercules. And I'm going to be honest, after playing a good amount of them, it won't surprise me if someone can make a really good deck. I think a Tempo Vulture deck is going to be his best home. If you got all gold move cards, if you love move, then it is for you. I think he can add a new dimension of power combos, and it can outweigh some of his cons. And he kind of slots into a deck that could need him other than the Phoenix Force one. However, if you're not a gold move card player, I think this is a save your spotlight cash for most people. My next video is going to be elite cards. We got a lot of good cards coming out, so this is probably a good week to save, especially because the spotlights aren't that crazy. I'm going to wish you guys luck out there with the patch. Lastly, if you guys want to check out the merch, we've got a cozy dog here. This is leaving after this week, so last chance to grab it right now. A lot of good feedback on him. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Have a great one. Till the next one. Happy snap.